is an illustration and explanation about bakery sale on Saturday in London 2010. What we have to do, we have to make a summary. Whatever you understand before writing, before making summary, we have to understand well the fixed. In the fixed, there is some indication, like indication that two bakery name, red one, the lovely loaves, and the green one, Ben Bus, two bakery in London. And the figure out two bakery, some information here, numbers of items sold, numbers of items sold. Some item they mentioned here, as you can see, item name cake, cookie, roll, fresh loaves, roasted sandwiches, salads, crepes, donuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items of goods were sold on Saturday. On Saturday, 8 types of goods were sold on Saturday 2010. This about the fiction, about the information. Now we have to make it paraphrase. In the earlier classes, I discussed what do you mean by paraphrase. Paraphrase mean we have to make it some paragraph. Paragraph 1 should be instruction. Paragraph 2 should be overview. Paragraph 3 is a body paragraph. In the body paragraph, we can make it classification. We can make in a body what numbers of money, what numbers of items have been sold. This is about the numbers of average numbers of income, items sold, average number of items sold. 2% Lovely Bakery, Bonds Bakery. Average number of items, they sell 100 items. Lovely and Bonds. Cookie, Lovely sales, average numbers of items sold, 100 items, 100 packs on a day, six hours, numbers of persons. Now, I like to know regarding the fixer, whether you understand or not the fixer. I like to ask Mahir Khan. Could you please tell me, do you understand the question? What numbers of items two bakeries sell on Saturday 2010? Whatever you understand, showing the fixer. Mahir Khan, can you please reply? Do you understand the question? Do you understand the fixer? There are 8 items: cakes, cookie, rolls, fresh loaves, roasted sandwiches, salads, crepes, and donut. 8 items, 2 bakery sold on Saturday in 2010. Please, can you understand the fixer? Or if you don't understand, I like to make you clear. Mahir Khan, did you understand the fixer?
Yes, sir, I understand.
2 bar here and 2 bakery. Can you please explain their sales amount? The item they sales amount. Can you explain 2 bakery? Whatever you understand the fixer.
This is a graph chart of 2 bakeries. They sold out many items, like 8 items. The number there is average number 0 to 160. I don't know what's the main,
The number
but
of items. This is the number of items. Number of items.
number of item.
Uh-huh.
The Venice ones sold donuts in the highest place. We can see it's near to 140.
Mm-hmm.
In the starting, cakes are sold by. Sorry, sir, I can't see the name of the red team club.
Uh, this is name is about the duff nut, crepes, salad, and roasted sandwiches. The number is 20 to 160. So we can see the highest number sold was sold by the mm, Barn Bakery,
Barn Bakery.
Bakery, their sale was Duff Nut. It was highest and about
Highest
nearly
selling item.
140 items. And they also sold the highest number of cookies and nut. They are cookies, cakes, and Doubtnut was the highest sale sold by the Barnabas. And in terms of, if we talk about the Lovely Bakery, their highest number of sale was same as the um, Doubtnut and Doubtnut cookie and cakes. Now we have to make it a report. So before making report, you have to learn, you have to know how many paragraph we need to write. First paragraph is introduction. What you should write in the introduction paragraph. I earlier have gave you and I in the previous classes I gave you some information in IELTS writing task 1 and 2. We need to write in introduction paragraph regarding the question, whatever you understand the question, you need to write of your own knowledge. Can anyone explain what you understand the question? You need to write in introduction paragraph of your own knowledge. Can anyone explain what you understand the questions? Samira Khan. Samia Khan, could you please explain what you understand, what you write in the introduction paragraph? I think you understand the question and you have to write 2 or 3 sentences, the introduction, the question you understand of your own knowledge. Samia Khan, could you please tell me what you will write in the introduction paragraph?
Sir, in this paragraph, we can see a graph which indicates the vertical line and the horizontal line. The vertical line indicates the number of items sold, and and we have to in this question we have to comparison. We have to write about the comparison between lovely loaves and Bernie buns.
How many paragraph you have to write total the test one? How many paragraph? 2 paragraph, 3 paragraph, or 4 paragraph? How many paragraph you will write in your final test?
Sir, I think 3 paragraph. The first paragraph is
Introduction.
the introduction.
Introduction.
And yes, and the second paragraph is the main body.
Overview.
Explanation.
Okay. Overview.
Yes.
Overview.
Okay.
Overview mean the highest and the lowest sales. Overview you
And
can write in 1 and 2 sentence, highest and lowest sale. And third paragraph will be body one. In body paragraph you can compare with between Lovely and the Band's Bakery sale and in 20 minutes. So in introduction paragraph, what you should write to have good score?
sir, in introduction.
Yes.
Sir, we have to write about the paragraph.
You have to write the question. Whatever you understand the question, you have to explain the question of your own knowledge. This is main
Okay.
things. So if you understand the question, can you explain the question of your own knowledge? Not copying the question. Whatever you understand the question in 2010, in London, on Saturday, the amount of good they sell like cake, cookie, roll, fresh leaf, tomato sauce, or others. So, can you explain of your own knowledge, whatever you understand the question?
Sir, this paragraph shows the data about average Saturday sold of two bakeries in London in 2010, and we have to write and we have to make the comparison between Lovely Loaves and Birdie Buns.
Okay, good. You can write, or you also can write, the program gives us information, not copying from the question. You have to make what of your own knowledge. The program gives us information about sale on Saturday, of two bakery, such as Lovely Bakery, Lovely Loaves, and Barnes Bakery. The 8 item they sold on the day in 2010. 2010, there are different numbers of sale. This is about the questions. Now, second paragraph, what you have to write in second paragraph? You have to make a overview. Overview means in 1 and 2 sentence, you are going to write the focal points, highest and lowest points. Now, in the fixer, what do you think? What should be the overview? Highest number of sale and lowest number of sale. What you are watching in the fixer overview should be written. Can anyone tell me what overview we can write regarding the fixer? Highest number of sale and lowest number of sale. As you can see in the picture, Duff Nut was the highest sale done by both Lovely Loaves and the Barn Bakery, as well as the Duff Nut cakes and cookie were the highest sale. Then other goods. The lowest one was salad, crepes, and fresh food, both sold the lowest amount. This is about the highlights, and you can arrange the sentences in overall. The highest sale of two bakery were Duff Nut cake and cookie, and the lowest sale they did in terms of selling salad, roasted, toasted sandwich, fresh loaves. This is about the highlight. Now you have to make the second paragraph. In third paragraph, you have to write the comparisons. In terms of comparing, you can write in terms of comparing Lovely Loaves and Barn Bakery sales. Lovely Loaves sold 100 items on Saturday 2010, and the bond sale sold only 68 items, and Lovely sold nearly 120 items, 20 items, and Ben sold 20 items of cookies. Ben sold only 65 of items of cookie, and both Lovely's and Ben sold nearly different items of rule, which was nearly 80 items by Lovely, by Buns, and about 45 by this one. Now we can see a simple answer, what they write in simple answer. First paragraph, they write The chart gives figure for the sales of 8 different items in 2 London bakery on a typical Saturday in 2000s. This is about the question. Now they wrote overview. Overall, it can be seen that duff nut were the most popular item in both bakery. They highlighted only one item, duff nut. This is about the overview. Now they wrote about the make as next paragraph is about the from Barn Bakery. Barn spends nearly 140 don't not were sold every Saturday. This figure was about 7 items more than the numbers of sales. Salad sold 19. The second and third best-selling item was cookie and cakes. Around 118 and 102 items sold respectively. Roll and crepes both sold equally, while at about 70 items sold. This is the second and third paragraph. What they write, lovely loaves. First one, third one was the buns, and fourth one is lovely loaves. They made how many paragraphs? They made 4 paragraphs. Okay, and the lovely loaves sold nearly 20 fewer dot nuts than Barnes at around 120. Its lowest selling item was toasted sandwiches, 22, while Barnes sold most of the item as compared of Lovely Loaves. Lovely Loaves sold slightly more fresh leaves, that was 50 to 40. Furthermore, Lovely Loaves sold more than 3 items the numbers of salad as compared to Barney's buns at around 62 and 18 respectively. That was their item. It was the good sample of getting 8 score in task 1. Now the plan depends on how you will make plan. You have to make a plan to whatever you understand the question, and in the introduction you have to write as they write. In overview you have to focus some highest point or lowest point. In the body paragraph you can make 2 paragraphs or you can make 1 paragraph, depend on. I think you understand. Mahir Khan, did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Mahir Khan, did you understand the
Yes, sir. Yes,
system
sir.
of writing? So
Yes,
I
sir.
like to give you a homework. The homework for you. You can take a screenshot of the homework. Take a screenshot of the homework.
Which one, sir?
This one, the question. Take a screenshot.
This question.
This is your turn. Before take a screenshot of the question again. Now I like to understand the question. This is about the diagram. This diagram below show the transformation of the area around tumble down between 1995 and 2010. So again, we have to understand the question. The diagram below show the transformation of the area around tumble down between 1995 and 2010. This is about the diagram, and we have to understand this is about map. This kinds of map you can have in your real exam. We have to understand what the map like to give us information. Tumble downs is a place, name of a place or town. In 1995 and 2010, we have to compare between 2 years. What was in 1995? There was a park, school, hospital, tumble downs, old, farmland, farmhouse. But after in 2010, they have changed lots of things. They have built a new science park and museum beside the Hotel Spara, and there was a shop between the Tumble Downs and the Hotel Spara. They also make a high tech technological center in fronts beside in the places of the wood shops, and the wood shop have been moved down um, to the tumble downs. They made a science academy and a science laboratory. Lots of things they have changed, and you have to make. I like to give you an example, give you an ensemble. Then you have to write of your own. What they write down, they write some. First of all, they write introduction. Introduction should be the question you understand. The map illustrates the main change which took place in Tumble Down between 1995 and 2010. This is about the question you have to understand, you have to write. Then they made an overview. In general, it can be seen that city of Tumble Down became bigger with more building than before. This was about the highlights. And next paragraph, there are to the north of the river, the park made way for a science park and a museum, which was slightly bigger inside. The school which was to the rest of the park in 1995 was demolished, and a hotel of and a spa were built in the places. Finally, some shops were constructed the south of the hotel and spa. This is about the third paragraph. And fourth paragraph, they write to the south of the river. South of the river, there was a replacement. That means they changed something of the farmhouse and farmland with a science academy and science laboratory. The city of the Tumble Down expanded to about 1.5 times its size. Well, there was a hospital to the north side of the city, no longer excited in 2010. To the east of the Tumble Down, the large wood area was cut down to about 20% its original size. The top area was replaced by the high technology. This is about the good answer. Now you can take the screenshot again. The question is screenshot again. Take the screenshot again, and you need to write of your own knowledge in 20 minutes. Time is 20 minutes, and you need to write at least 150 words to compare between 2 years, 1995 and 2010. What was in 1995 school, this one, and they have changed something in 2010. This is about the map. There are two diagrams. One is procedure, another is a map diagram. This is about the map diagrams. In terms of map, when you find this kinds of map in your real test, you have to compare past and future or present. What were there in the first time? What are the present? What will be the future? You have to compare in past, present, and futures. Then you have to explain. You have to write in 151. This is your homework. Now we like to go to the task 2. In the task 2, task 2 are I like to see again about the task 2. What kinds of task 2 we are going to write? Task 2 are 4 categories. Sometimes question like controversial ones, argumental question. If the question like this, the like this, some types of arguments, like mm, uh, some people of the some country are not satisfied with their education. That's why they will go. They like to study in others country. And some people think that they are doing good. Some think they are not doing. This is called about the argumental question. You have to write this kinds of questions. Question like the discuss both view and your opinion, or question like to mention you to what extent do you agree or disagree. We will just explain how we will write this kinds of essay. The essay we have to write in task 2, or at least 250 watt. Time is 40 minutes. But you need to write, you need to explain of your own knowledge and experience. Number 2 type is advantage, disadvantages. If the question like this, that the mobile phone is a good technology for modern communication nowadays have been invented. The question requires what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages. We have to write uh, 2, 3 paragraph or 4 paragraph. First paragraph should be introduction, second paragraph should be advantages, and fourth paragraph should third one should be disadvantages, and last one should be conclusions. And another type question are the region and soul. If the question is like this, that the medical science in some country, medical service in some country are not provided to the poor people, whether it have been made the beneficial business, and they require you what are the region and how to solve it. In terms of writing this kinds of essay, you have to make 4 paragraph. First one introduction, second one is the um, region, what are the region. Third one should be the solve, how to solve this problem. Fourth one should be conclusion. So fourth paragraph we have to write 4 types of essay. Number 1 type is argumental. Number 2 is advantage, disadvantage. Number 3 is region and solve. Now we are going to the direct questions. The question is about in some country average weight of people is increasing, and their levels of health and fitness are decreasing. To what do you think are the causes for the problems, and what are the measures should be taken to solve it? Okay, if you understand the question, you have to write. Samia Khan, did you understand the question? Samia Khan, I like to know. Samia Khan, did you understand the question? I like to talk with Samia Khan. Yes. So, what kinds of question it is? As I have mentioned, there are 3 type of question. One is argumental. Second is advantage, disadvantage. Third one is region and solve. What kinds of question it is? Is it the argumental one, or is it the advantage, or is it region and solve one? I think you understand. This is the what they. If I read the question again, no, this is not advantage. This is about the region and solve. You have to understand the question very well. In some country, the average weight of people is increasing, and their levels of health and fitness are decreasing. What do you think? What are the causes? What are the reasons of the problems? And what the measure can be taken? They are talking about the problem. If you find some sort of problem in the task 2 of your real task, you have to understand this. They must require you the causes of the problem, and you have to write the solutions. Before writing the task 2, we have to note down some points. what are the causes? You have to note down, you have to spend some time to note down some causes. What are the causes? The question is that average weight of some people are increasing, so people are losing their health, people are being a fatty person, are affecting many diseases. What are the causes? You can note down the first cause, second cause, third cause, and including an example. This is about the second paragraph. And the third paragraph, you have to write down the solutions. So now we can discuss the causes. Can anyone point out some causes, or can anyone write in the task box, in the chart box, some causes of the problem? The problem about the overweight of people. People have a habit of having fast food. They don't take exercises, and they are working in the offices. They don't go for the exercise. They don't go for playground. The causes may be people have a habit of fast food. They are being fatty person and affecting many kinds of disease like diabetes, cholesterol, or lots of inflammatory disease or some disease. People are affecting because they are not having healthy food. They are not taking exercise. Number one causes you can point out. Number two causes is that nowadays in the urban area or city area, there is no enough scope to play any games, to take exercise. People have to remain busy at their offices from whole to the day. When they come back to their homes, they have to take relax, but they don't have much time to take exercising. This is another causes. Another cause, some causes that the you can make another causes like that. Um, um, uh, we are modern. We are going to the modern area, and we have a habit of first. We have a tasty food, and we feel boring in terms of exercising. We feel very boring to take the unhealthy and hygienic food rather than we are taking the unhygienic food. And then we have to make a paragraphs. Paragraph should be the uh, uh, about the trickle. What should we do? And we have to point out some note before writing this one. What should we do? First of all, we can note down the trickle test. Mass media can play a vital role to make understand people not to take unhealthy food. uh, if you have unhealthy food, you will affect many kinds of disease like diabetes. First of all, secondly, government should make implement a law that fast food cannot be sold in the local market, or unhygienic food cannot be sold in the market. Thirdly, we people have to be concerned about our health issue, like taking exercise or others in a day. In a day, we have to make a schedule that 2 hour or 1 hour. We have to make a schedule for taking exercise. That's are the solution. Then you can add an example. Now have a look the simple answer. uh, how many paragraph they have written down? They have written down 4 paragraph. In first paragraph, they have written down the question, um, introduction. What they write in introduction? In some nation, in many nation, nation around the world, declining health and lack of fitness are becoming very common among people. There are a numbers of causes of this, but certain measures can be taken to uh, alleviate the problems. This is about introduction. That means whatever you understand, you have written about introduction. Second paragraph is about the causes. The cause, we can start to begin with the causes. There are lots of causes, first of all, secondly, thirdly, moreover, but we have to show their criteria. There are several causes of the situation. The main one is that technology achievement, technological achievement, advancement have resulted in a, sedentary lifestyle because of prevent use of computer and vehicle. It is no longer necessary to move around much. This led to people becoming overweight, which also adversely affect their health and fitness. In addition, people are consuming more unhealthy processed food nowadays. For example, fast food, drinks, food, and processed canned food have become extremely popular due to people's chronic business. Such food result in a lots of health problem if it is consumed in a large quantity. This is the causes. And then the next paragraph, solution, they will explain what solution, what measure, what initiative have to be taken. Uh, Various possible causes of action could be taken in order to tackle this above. In the first place, government could launch a nationwide campaign to raise awareness about importance of eating healthily and exercising. For instance, that means, for example, an advertisement by the Ministry of Health about danger of eating junk food, not exercising should be regularly shown on the television and internet. Another way of forward could be for school to prohibit unhealthy food for being sold in school. If schools start to ban too much fried food or food that is high in sugar or salt, the student will be forced to eat a more balanced and healthy diet at school. The result is that health would improve dramatically. This is the paragraph about the tackling. The last one is conclusions. And in conclusion, various factors have, have led to problems related to health and fitness, but this situation could be addressed by the launch of health and fitness campaign and the implementation of effective regulation to limit the sales of unhealthy food in school. Given the situation, it is recommended that a step should be taken immediately in order to ensure that health and fitness of people in the country improve. This is about the task 2. Now, you can plan, you also can write of your own experience, whatever you understand. And you can write of your own knowledge. Very important thing for writing task 2 is that to first of all understand the question and the question requirement, then plan how many paragraph you are going to write. First paragraph should be introduction. Second paragraph should be their requirement. If they require the agreement, you have to write the agreement, the point you write, why you are agree, why you agree the points, and you have to bring some point. First of all, I agree for this. Secondly, I agree for this. Thirdly, I agree for this. And for example, you have to make an example. Then you will go to write the disagree point, why some people disagree, their logical point, first point, second point, third points. Then you will add an example, and then you can add and conclusions. In the end of the paragraph, you should write at least 250 word, not in 40 minutes. This is about the another questions. We like to learn from you whatever you understand or not. I think Samir can understand. Mahir can understand. Mahir, did you understand well about writing task 2?
Yes, sir.
So can you please tell me, if you are given these questions in your final exam, how will you plan to write this? What will be your planning to write this kinds of question? This is about the problem solve questions. If you have problem solving question, for example, how will you plan to note down the before writing, starting writing? How will you plan to write down? Can you please give your idea to plan for
Sir,
the final
at
exam?
first, I will see the what is the main problem and which things they want to know about the question. And then I will write first the main issue and how to recover this, or how to solve this problem. Then I will explain the whole question.
Oh, good. So what thing, if you are expecting 7 score in IELTS writing, is it possible by you? What thing you have to remember in terms of getting 7 score or 7 plus score in writing? What thing you have to focus in terms of writing?
Sir, I think I should, or I must write so much as far I can.
Very important thing for writing both task 1 and 2, that you have to be concerned whether you have good grammatical knowledge. That means basic grammars. Earlier I mentioned how to make a sentences, how to use verb properly, how the tense use as void change and linking word. Last classes I have given lots of example. The example that we usually write very simple sentences, very short sentences, but in IELTS writing, it is not good for to write short sentences. You better to try to write combining sentences. In earlier classes, I mentioned that the
As
if
like
I
complex sentences, right?
complex sentences, yes, complex sentences using relative pronoun, that, so that, moreover, furthermore, and in order to, like this conjunctional word, we have to enlarge our sentences. Then secondly, better to write some sentence in passive voice rather than writing in active voice, because passive voice help you, writing passive voice help you to get 7 plus score or 8 score. Thirdly, the not using simple word or same word again and again. We need to try to write complicated words or synonym words. For example, in task 1, we have to write some word again and again. This is not good to have a good score. If you are expecting a high score, better to write some uncommon word, better to write some synonym word. Then variety of is very good to you. But very important thing is that don't write something irrelevant, and you need to write the focal point, what the question required you. Look at this question require you the causes and solve. We have to explain. We can other type of question here, what they are requiring, what the require. You have to understand the question requirement, then you plan to write. Today's more people are traveling than ever before. What are the causes? And what the benefits of traveling for the traveler? This is about they are requiring the causes and solve. So we have to do same plan. First paragraph should be introduction. What will you write in introduction? We need to write in introduction paragraph the question you understand of your own knowledge. Then you write about the regions. What are the region? What are the causes? First of all, secondly, thirdly, you first before writing make a plans. Then you need to write to the tackle people to travel to experience many benefits. They require you the benefit. What are the benefits? They require the benefit of then they made the break of benefits. The main things that what the question require from you, You have to understand the question very clearly, then make plan to write this one. We can see other types of question here. Some people are the capital punishment is good for a country. To what extent do you agree or disagree? First of all, you have to understand type of question. What question required from you? The question required the agree or disagree, your points of view, your opinions. And in terms of writing this kinds of question, you have to make 4 paragraphs. First one should be introduction, should be your knowledge, explaining your knowledge regarding the question, whatever you understand. And the second paragraph should be that the argumental, your points of view, the in support in favor of the points about the capital punishment, whether it is good or not. You need to write what thing you need to write. You need to explain explaining your the I agree with the statement. First of all, for the logic, some logic, second logic, third logic. Then you have to add with an example. Then other people, other regions of the possible government should be that the able, the people who are not agree, why they are not agree, then the conclusion or other things. And overall, 250 word, the essay, you have to plan of your own knowledge. We can see other type of question here, advantages or disadvantages. Advantages, disadvantages, we can see here. This is about advantages and disadvantages. In some country, young people are encouraged to work or travel for a year between finishing their high school, starting university study. Do the advantage overweight the disadvantage for the young people who decided to this? So this kinds of essay, you have to plan how you are going to write. The planning should be the paragraph, paraphrasing. First paragraph should be introduction. Second paragraph should be the advantages. Third paragraph should be disadvantages. Fourth one should be conclusions. So what you need to target to get 7+ score in writing skill. But I earlier mentioned in IELTS writing, there is nothing memorizing. Every short of thing you need to explain of your own knowledge and experience. If you are very weak in English foundations, you cannot do better. If you have good knowledge, if you don't have good knowledge in English foundation, that means if you have good knowledge about the tenses, voice change, if you are not well enough to use a verb, if you don't have vocabulary skill, so you can't do better. So I recommended to do better in the IELTS writing task 2, to learn some basic grammars. This is called foundation English, and to try to write something of your own knowledge, whatever you understand. But the category I have make you understand, I have give you a technique, which categories of writing task we have to write. We have to see another types of tasks of IELTS. Have a look at some kinds of type of IELTS writing tasks. This is about IELTS writing tasks. Task 1. You can practice at your home. This is Cambridge 12. If you have a Cambridge 12, you can practice at your home. First of all, you have to understand the question. Task 1. This is task 1, and this is about task 2. Time mentioned, they mentioned 40 minutes for task 2 and 20 minutes for task 1. I've looked the question and we will explain it, the way. The question, you should spend about 20 minutes on the task. The bar chart below show the percentage of Australian men and women in different age group who did regular physical activity in 2010. That's question. And now we have to understand the fixture. This is called the bar chart. Understanding all the fixture, you need to write whatever you understand in 20 minutes of your own knowledge and experience. Now have looked the fixed. The fixer gives us information about the men and women have done physical exercise, regular physical activity. And there are some group of people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 group of people. One is the young people, children. There's their age 15 to 40, 24. Another is a young group of people, 25 to 34. Third one is young old, 35 to 44. And the third young group is at 45 to 55. And fourth one is old people, 55 to 64. And last one is the older one, over 65. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of people. And black one is for female, and the other one is for male. Now, understand the question very well, then make a paraphrase. We can make paraphrase the group of people who are 15 to 40, the male members did physical activity more than 50%, 50%, who are 15 to 24. The group of people who are 25 to 25 to the male did only 45%, 42%. The group of people 34 to 40, they did only 39% physical work. We have to make it plans and to make it paraphrase. How many paragraph we can write? We can write three paragraph. First one will be introduction. Second one will be overview. Third one will be body paragraphs. Now we have to see the task 2. Task 2 of what kinds of question it is. First of all, you have to understand the question. Then you have to understand the what kinds of question, whether it is argumental one or advantage, disadvantage, or the reason and solve. Some people believe that it is good to share as much information as possible in scientific research, business, and academic world. Other people believe that some information is too important or too valuable to be shared freely. Once you understand the question, you have to focus their requirement. Then you can discuss both views and your opinions. How many paragraph we will read? First paragraph, we need to write the introduction. That means whatever you understand in the question, you have to write in 2 or 3 sentences. Should be introduction. Second would be your opinion. In my opinions, I agree with the statement that the good to share the much information. Sharing the information is good. Why you think that? First of all, I think first logics, I think for this one. Second logic, I think for this one. Third, for some logic you have to bring, as well as adding with an example. Example should be the realistic support. Then third paragraph will be the disagree. Some people are not agree with the statement. Why they are not? First of all. Secondly, thirdly, disagree. And fourth one should be the conclusion. This is about our idea. If you have the Cambridge books, you can try to write task 1 and task 2. Or if you are not good at English basic knowledge, I suggest you to try yourself to gather basic English. Now, I think Mahir Khan, did you understand? Mahir Khan and Samia Khan, did you understand well, or you have to give more information? Yes, thank you. So I recommend you try yourself at your home, collecting some books like Cambridge IELTS, reading. There are some reading questions. Try yourself, and you can keep your writing sample on the Facebook page, our Facebook page. I will evaluate your score, and homework for you I have given you. Cambridge 12, task 1 writings, task 1 writing task 1, and task 2 from Cambridge 12. You, if you understand well, you can share your writing on the Facebook pages. I will help you. I will identify your score, and then you can plan yourself. Thank you very much for the classes. Thank you all.